What is the crack, everybody? Here I am back online trying out my new gimbal, which was suggested to me from a friend, and I have to say it is a pretty crafty bit of equipment. Good stuff. So I'm giving you kind of a vlog here, a spiritual vlog, as I'm walking home after a day's work. I was working in the shirt and the tie, and I went in to do a Superman in the toilet to change it, because with the weather being so hot, it's a very sweaty thing walking. It's about 15-20 minute walk here in the heat. So that's the crack with it all. On the road again, as the man says. I've been getting pains in my knee, in my left knee, so I reckon a bit of exercise is no harm. Spirituality, such a topic, is how to explain something that words only take away from. To experience our one true divine, all loving, all seeing, all accepting nature is to be quiet and to just simply be it. And so much gets said about it, thought about it, with the intentions of pointing you towards it, and you actually have to move away from it to point people towards it. And it's probably why many sages and enlightened beings don't take on that responsibility. Very interesting stuff. And I've been thinking lately about the link between my creative I've been thinking a lot recently about the link between my creativity, my creative videos, and spirituality. And some of the content I make, let me fix these. Some of the content I make, especially the hip hop videos, the thinking mind can judge it. And the thinking mind can say, well, that's very far from spiritual. And I kind of wanted to come on today to explain a little bit about it, you know, and give my thoughts on it. So, while our one true nature is awareness, infinite love and awareness, while that is true, we have manifested or incarnated as these characters into these human bodies, and we all have our lives to live out, and we all have lived our lives up until this very point, and we all have collected experiences, good, bad and indifferent, and we all have them as our operating system inside. See, our minds are like computers recording everything, so they forever stay inside. And what we tend to do, especially us creative individuals, which I would argue we all are creative, just some of us are very identified with the mind and what to do and what not to do, and we don't let the creativity show, but that's a another topic than what I'm trying to talk about here. What I'm trying to talk about here is spirituality and using your life's truth in content. So, some of my music, some of the stuff I write, there will be anger in it. It's like a form of venting about life experiences that I've had. And when you are writing, to perform and to make a rhyme, you make a mountain out of a molehill. You don't let the emotion escape the writing session, and you convey that. And that is the truest form of expression for me, especially because in my life, where previously talking about what bothered me was not my strong point, and I would lash out in confrontation, I would lash out in conflict, and I would talk, if ever, later. And that's just a fact for me. And all that anger and all that stuff that I had, I got every consequence from that. You know, I was locked up in prison for my 21st birthday, for a few. In total, my prison experiences lasted about 4 or 5 years. I lost many good relationships, and it's been my life path, you know. All that happened to show me not to believe in that anger, and that anger and those ways are wrong, and they are happening to me so I could transcend them, and so I could learn what I have to learn, which is the true self, being what is aware of everything. And in turn, now, currently, I feel the need to convey that message. And also, content is part of my journey, you know. I have made a commitment to content, and I'm going to keep churning out content, the most authentic content that I can, and I'm going to keep this journey going. My goal is monetization, and my goal is one day in the future I will be able to earn money while sitting on my wife's farm up in Surin, Thailand, living the farm life, doing a little bit of online content, and being at peace in my true nature with loved ones. That is literally my goal with content. You know, there was when I was doing the music more seriously at home, and I was working in a factory, and you would chit chat about the music that I would post online, stuff like that. And one girl says to me, "So what's the plan?" You know? Oh, I dropped my earphone again. Okay, so I dropped the old earphone there, and I'm back at it. Yeah, basically, somebody at work before says to me about my music videos, about my music. They says, "So what's the plan? How are you going to get out there?" And I thought to myself, I am out there already. The plan is for me to be peaceful and happy. That is my plan. The creativity that's inside me, which comes out in various forms, and hip-hop, rapping, writing, being one of them, I'm content with what that is. And I'm actually, and I have been, and I am now, on a real mission to make content, hip-hop, vlogs, funny video, food videos with my wife, storytelling videos, without any expectation on the outcome. because that takes the joy out of it. And when there's expectations in things, it kills it. It kills the goodness in it. And this is just my soul's journey, the art of expression, creativity. And I'm not trying to put boundaries, plans of how to take it to the next level and all. I never have been that way, you know. It's a pure form of expression, and it's what I'm happiest doing, and it's in alignment with my spirituality. I believe that all of the life experiences I have had happened to me so I can make content from them. I truly believe that, simply because I have a desire to do it and I have the necessary skills to do it. It's nothing to me to sit down and to write a few raps. Stories develop in my head, pictures become very clear, and there's nothing for me to do it. This is my purpose in life, to do it. And that's all I'm doing. I'm operating from my highest good. Yeah, I love this old gimbal too, by the way. This gimbal is great. So I'm just walking past a park there where a lot of the population of Sriracha, Thailand work out, play games. They're in there dancing to like aerobics and stuff. There's a lot of life here in Thailand, and that's why I love being here. So I guess I wanted to tap in and give my thoughts. I'm going to post this as a spiritual vlog, spirituality and creativity, authenticity. Peace and love, guys. Peace and love. Have a great weekend.